Right, here we are again on the bench with the sunset. I'm sure you know what kind of video this is about to be, so buckle up, we're gonna get real and talk about some stuff that's going on within Souls RNG. Oh yeah, we're in for a fun time, huh? Okay, so let's get into the state of Souls RNG and Roblox as a whole for the Intensity Plays Roblox YouTube channel. Oh yeah. So before I even load into Souls RNG to talk about the game, we're just going to take a look at the players. I think after the Halloween update came out, we were sitting at a strong sort of 80 to 90,000 concurrent players for a good while, but now it's dropped in the last 2 or 3 days down to 55,000, and I'm sure it's going to keep getting lower and lower as time goes on. So yeah, you don't have to be a genius to work out that Souls is on the decline once again, but yeah, let's take it a bit deeper. Okay, so the latest update that we received on Roblox Souls RNG was in fact the Halloween update, which came out on the 30th of November, if I remember correctly. Speaking of which, here we are, how lovely. But even the fact that I'm saying that a Halloween update came out on the 30th of November already is sparking red flags and just kind of shows the sort of commitment to the game that the developers are showing. And here we are on the 15th of December with basically zero progress in the last few days to the Christmas update, which again won't be a major update. It's just going to be small additions of content that will tide us over until Eon 2, I suppose, is going to be the next thing to come out. So this Halloween update essentially will come out again just with a Christmas relabel on it. So nothing too exciting, I suppose, we can expect for the Christmas update. But yeah, it's going to be a while until it comes out. Most likely it will be in January for the Christmas update. Now, I don't know about you, but that is pretty disappointing. And with the state of Roblox right now, with other games having huge updates with like Blox Fruits and Fish and Dress to Impress, all of these huge games, and with them having consistent updates basically every 2 weeks, no wonder this game is going down the drain. Now, it's funny because I get to make this video like every month or so. You see, I've got one here where essentially we just get into how bad the state of the game is when there's no updates and no consistent updates for that matter. And not to mention the countless amounts of videos I get to make on glitches, bugs, and things that are breaking the game. It's a concerning amount, let's just say that. But as a content creator, being stuck on this game that isn't really a game and it's more of just an AFKing simulator where I get to make videos about cool things that happen maybe once every week or 2 weeks, it's pretty tough mentally because obviously I want to be bringing the best content and the best videos possible to all of you guys. But it's a bit difficult when there's no new content, no new auras, anything like that being added consistently to Roblox Souls RNG, and when the benefits of playing games like Fish and Dress to Impress for their content creators are so great, it's kind of sad to stay over here and have nothing to do. Now obviously I could go over and start playing Fish on the channel, but I don't want to ruin what I've built up here with all of you guys who have obviously subscribed for the Souls RNG content. And yes, I'm aware that other Souls RNG creators like Bacha, Freezer, Shifted are all playing Fish, and great for them. But right now, I think I'm just trying to figure out what I really want to do. So yeah, you could potentially see me creating some sort of Fish content in the future, and you might have saw the first video I put out that I think I quite enjoyed making. It was a noob to pro on Fish, and it did relatively well considering it's a new game on the channel. So do let me know down in the comments if you wouldn't mind seeing any more Fish content, and hopefully I can make just as many bangers on Fish as I do Souls RNG, because it's good fun. But whilst making Fish videos saves my own channel, it kind of defeats the point of, you know, the whole message of this video. The message it should be for the developers to start working on the game again and feeling like they enjoy making Souls RNG, because right now it seems like they just don't care because the updates are coming so slowly and are delayed and have bugs and have all these issues every single time without fail, and it just makes it clear how little they care for Souls RNG as a game. Now, you may have seen a few of the content creators for Souls RNG have been quitting or moving away from Souls RNG because the game is that bad. Now, for those of you who do watch a lot of Souls RNG on YouTube, you're aware of this man here. This is Noodleblox, and he's slowly starting to drift away from Souls RNG. I watched this whole video and it was very eye-opening, and I related to a lot of it in terms of what he was saying about the state of Souls RNG, and he is actually going to be moving towards Fish content potentially, just like his counterpart bacha has done. So yeah, a lot of these content creators and YouTubers are starting to move away from Souls RNG, understandably. Now, in the previous videos that I've made talking about this kind of topic, one point that always comes up is the lack of communication from the developers about what's going on with the game, and this point still remains. As content creators, a lot of us rely on the game to make money, to live. It's like a job, you know. Thankfully, I'm in a position where it's not a job for me just yet. Obviously, I still go to school, so it's kind of just a backup plan for me. But the fact that we get no communication about these updates kind of stinks, because it leaves us wondering when the next new bits of content are coming out that's gonna help us boost our channels. And yeah, we get absolutely nothing from the developers, which is a big shame. If we just take a quick look in the Souls RNG Discord server right now and take a look at the updates. So this is the Eon 1, the Halloween update. So this update took around a month. Let's double check this. So Eon 1 itself came out on the 10th of November, and the Halloween update that was meant to come out 2 weeks later came out just after 2 weeks later. So for around 3 weeks of update, we got kind of a mid list of things that got added to the game. New content, we had a new merchant, which was pretty cool. Jack has been great for the game. The Halloween themed auras and being able to trade them was good. This was a great feature that I think could potentially be implemented into other elements of the game. So trading in duplicate globals for more luck potions, things like that, I think would just make the game more playable and not just an AFK simulator, you know? 10 new types of auras, we had all of this, which is great, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it should have taken this long to import 10 new auras, because all of them were already made in Roblox Studio, so they just had to be transported into Souls RNG, which again, it shouldn't have taken that long. And then just other small changes here, which, you know, weren't that important to the gameplay really. 2 new biomes, which I suppose would have taken a bit of time to develop, code, script, whatever you want to do. So that's fair, I suppose. And then the items, the gear was just more luck. There was no sort of innovation there whatsoever. It gives you lower roll speed and just a tiny bit more luck. So yeah, was not that great whatsoever. The Pumpkin's Blood Potion, again, no real innovation there. They just made it a 700,000 luck potion. Nothing too creative. It was just another thing to use and hopefully get a good aura from. And the Pumpkin Soul is just not a thing. I don't know what, I think that's meant to be head, because that's just not right. And obviously they ended the RIA event. Now it would be super easy for Souls to sort of revive their game, or even just make it more active with the community. And this is doing things like daily login rewards. Pets Go did this, if you remember that game, where you got more luck on your first roll of the day. It gets people back on the game, it gets people playing. With it being Christmas, they could have potentially done some sort of advent calendar. I'm pretty sure Fish are doing that kind of system, but getting people to log in with better rewards every day coming up to Christmas, that would be a great way to get people playing. We've seen nothing in terms of the lead up to Christmas, which is a bit sad. Although it was due to a bug, I think that when we had the RIA packs and being able to purchase them for a second time, that was genuinely one of the healthiest parts of the game. Like, that's where the active players were active and they kept coming back to the game to get the RIA packs, and it was a great system where rolling auras gave you the points to buy the pack, so it wasn't really that pay to win. And I think that was a great system that could have potentially been kept in the game, or just even rolling auras gets you better rewards. Some sort of system where people are going to want to play a game, because at the moment Souls RNG is not a game. There's nothing to do in this island. I remember when I watched Noodleblox's video, this was his point. There's nothing to do in this game, and when you're not adding content to a game that isn't a game, people are going to stop playing. It's basic logic. And yeah, it's just where do I even stop, because there's so many issues that are being raised here. And another big issue that's been raised, I'm not gonna leak too much of it because I will get my content creator role in the Souls RNG Discord server taken away, but there was a new list of rules posted for being a content creator for Souls RNG that were absolutely insane in terms of the control they were having over what we could and couldn't do, even when the perks we get for being a content creator are literally non-existent. In the 7 or 8 months that I've been a Roblox Souls RNG content creator, we've had access to one special event that didn't even do too much. It just made us massive and like gave us weird auras. I'll put it on the screen. I'm not really sure what happened, but yeah, it was an interesting event that was not great whatsoever. We had one event, and that's pretty much all the perks we got as Roblox content creators. Actually, we did get a code to buy the volume 3 of the Innovator Pack again, so that was okay, but for all the contributions we give to the game, I feel like we don't get recognized enough. I mean, my channel alone, when it's been created on the 1st of April this year, has basically 9 million views. That's quite a lot for the game in terms of promoting it and making sure people are coming back to it, because I'm promoting the updates as well as all the news for the game and its new content. So the content creators do a lot for this game, and there's just not much recognition to sort of make it worth it, which is a bit of a shame. And that's a big reason why a lot of the content creators are currently now switching to other games, because they treat their content creators much better than they do here. We barely get any recognition. It's not great. I'm aware this video has just been a big yapathon. I apologize for it, but sadly these things have to be said again, and all these issues have to be raised. Otherwise nothing's gonna happen, nothing's gonna change, and probably nothing will change as a result of this video, which is, yeah, it's a big shame. But when all I want to do is just make new and interesting content about Souls RNG, but the developers aren't putting in that same sort of effort, it's really hard to manage. And when the only sort of videos that do well are, you know, popping 300 heavenly potions, but it's just a compilation of stuff, it's really demotivating, because I have such great ideas that I could potentially be putting into this game. You know, I did my heavenly potion battle against Freezer Reborn, and it did pretty well. So do expect more of those kind of videos to come. They were very fun to make, but when I'm uploading daily and there's just nothing fresh to be making content on, it's pretty tough as a content creator, I'll tell you that. It's really not great. So if any developer, moderator, administrator for Souls RNG is watching, just, you know, give the devs a little push. Oh, Celestial, hello. Give the devs a little push, you know. I think they need a bit of motivation to come back and make the game great, because, you know, it's been falling off, I think is the term to use there. It's been falling off. So yeah, if you do see some new variety content on the channel coming along, it's because Souls RNG just isn't working for me anymore, and that's okay. You know, people change, people move away from what they once did, and that's okay. If you guys want to stick with me and watch me, then that would be much appreciated, and I hope the content can keep you entertained no matter what the game is. But if you choose to stop watching if I stop posting Souls, then again, that's totally okay. I understand. I just hope to keep you entertained with the videos that I'm making. But yeah, I didn't really want to make this video too much. It's not what I enjoy doing, but sometimes these things just have to be said or nothing gets done. That is going to wrap up today's video. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to smash that subscribe button, as it really does help out the channel a lot. And with that being said, have a great rest of your day. Peace.